The river flowed gently, its waters reflecting the golden hues of the setting sun. Ezana stood at the edge, his hands dipped in the cool stream as he washed the dust from his journey. He lifted his gaze, watching the village children laugh and play nearby. Among them, an old woman listened intently as he spoke of a God who loved unconditionally, of a kingdom not built by warriors, but by faith. Hidden among the tall papyrus reeds, Naomi watched. Her heart pounded. She had heard whispers of the foreign preacher, the one who spoke of a God greater than the spirits of their ancestors. Her father called him a danger, but something in his voice, steady, filled with quiet strength, stirred a longing deep within her, a longing for truth, for something more. The night sky stretched wide over the village, the stars like watchful eyes over the gathering below. Torches flickered, casting long shadows on the ground. Ezana stood firm, his simple white tunic contrasting sharply against the colorful robes of the elders who surrounded him. At the center, Chief Caleb, Naomi's father, held his staff firmly, his expression unreadable. "You come into our home and speak against the gods of our fathers?" Caleb's voice was calm, but the weight of authority was undeniable. "I come not to take away," Ezana answered, his voice unwavering, "but to give, to show you a love that does not demand fear, but faith." A murmur spread through the crowd. Some scoffed, shaking their heads. Others, especially the younger ones, listened with curiosity. Naomi, standing beside her father, felt the tension in the air. Her hands clenched the fabric of her dress, her heart warring between loyalty to her people and the strange, undeniable truth Ezana spoke. The great baobab tree stood alone in the moonlit savanna, its ancient roots twisting like the hands of time itself. Beneath its sprawling branches, Naomi and Ezana met in secret, their voices barely above whispers. "Why do you keep coming back?" Naomi's voice trembled as she traced her fingers over the wooden cross he carried. "Because he sent me," Ezana replied, watching her carefully. "And because I see the struggle in your eyes, Naomi. You are searching, just as I once was." She exhaled deeply, turning her face to the night sky. The stars above seemed brighter than ever. She wanted to believe, but belief meant losing everything she had ever known. A storm brewed over the village, heavy clouds rolling in like a warning from the heavens. Hidden behind the huts, Gabriel watched as Naomi slipped into the shadows, following Ezana. His blood boiled. She was his betrothed. How dare this foreigner steal her away with his soft words and his strange god? Gripping his spear tightly, Gabriel stepped into the path, his presence as fierce as the coming storm. "You dishonor your father. You dishonor me." His voice was sharp as flint, his dark eyes burning with rage. Naomi froze, fear gripping her heart. Ezana stepped forward, his gaze steady. "Love is not dishonor, Gibre." Lightning split the sky, illuminating the rage on Gibre's face. He raised his spear, but before it could strike, Naomi stepped between them, her arms outstretched. "No more!" she cried. "I choose my path." Dawn broke over the Ethiopian highlands, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson. At the highest peak, a simple wooden cross stood, a lone sentinel against the backdrop of eternity. Ezana knelt before it, his robe dusted with the earth of his trials. His mission had come at a cost. He had lost favor with the village, with the chief. But had he also lost Naomi? A soft footstep behind him. He turned and saw her. Naomi, dressed in a simple white tunic, no longer adorned in the jewels of her father's house. Her eyes shone, not with fear, but with conviction. "I choose this path," she whispered, "not because of you, Ezana, but because I have seen the truth for myself." Tears welled in his eyes, not from sorrow, but from the overwhelming joy of redemption. As the first light of day touched the cross, Naomi stepped beside him, her heart no longer torn. She had chosen love, and she had chosen faith. Love that is true does not chain the heart, it sets it free. And faith, when chosen, is not a burden, but a path to redemption. In the end, Naomi and Ezana did not run from the cost of love, nor did they fear the weight of the cross. For in love, there is sacrifice, and in sacrifice, there is salvation.